Welcome to my channel. My name is Corey. As always, making sure you're getting the juice of everything popping all and about. And honestly, today I'm just in a very good mood to finally give you a review of Young, Famous, and African. Or I could say Young, Famous, and So African. Why? Because in it, we're having one of the biggest and greatest stars. And honestly, I have watched season one, I've watched season two, and I just want to give my all rounds about this reality show. Of course, it hit really hit Netflix, and in there you can literally say that they are making their money. Why? Because for it to come by and give us season two, that tells you it is something that is growing. It's something getting bigger. It is something that we just have to expect because it may be a franchise. It may go on and on and on as long as we, the friends, are loving every single bit of it. And of course, it's an entire African connection to it. South Africa, Tanzania, Uganda, Namibia, Ghana, like all this is in one. Nigeria, oh my God. All of this is just into the Young, Famous, and African. First and foremost, I just love the name Young, Famous, and African. But the question is, do we really have young individuals in there? Oh, okay. Luckily enough, in season two, we're having a few young ones because we're having Fatana getting there. We're having a few of Louis getting there. We're also having Rosette coming in there. So yeah, I think the young is now bringing a little youth in it. But of course, before, I was just wondering, why is it called young? Because honestly, most of the guys in it are way older, like really old, like just above 30. And of course, others cannot really confirm it. Others don't want to speak up about it. But of course, yeah, I'll just tell you one thing. These girls in it just look amazing. So let's just dive straight into the preview. First and foremost, season one had this entire catchiness in it. I just loved the entire, because I literally started watching it and I just couldn't stop. It just went on and on and on because it had all the drama, the satire, the everything, the emphasis on how amazing African superstars are. All of it was in it. I was just like, okay, this is what I really needed. But then again, season two came through and I was like, okay, I really have to watch it. And for those who don't know, just so you know, we're having every single superstar in it. First and foremost, we have Naked DJ, one of the finest and biggest DJ in South Africa. And of course, we have Kanye right there, the socialite and everything in it. Like literally, this girl has done everything plastic because her entire skin is bleached. You all know that, right? Because she's very confident about it. She speaks about it and she goes out and says it, which is a good thing. If you love doing whatever with your skin, it's okay. And she looks beautiful. And well, right after, we also have a little more of Annie to Babar to Face coming through right there. And in it, I must tell you one thing. I just love this couple because they are so much in love. And of course, they just give us that reminder of how African kind of marriages are. And I won't lie to you, Annie reminds me of my auntie because she has this whole thing about, okay, my kids come first, or in Africa, or as a mother, or as, all that. And of course, it's just a beautiful thing. Actually, she brings a little, character, the African culture that we actually need in the entire series. And of course, right there, we also have Zari, and then we have Andile, or say Andile. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but well, this guy right here, first and foremost, in season one, I just had every crush on him, and then season two, he just confirmed the reason as to why, because he was giving us this whole mature, amazing stuff in it, like that guy you just have to have, but then has a lot of weird doubts and baggage going on, But anyway, away from that, we also had so many other great characters who were in it. Not forgetting Fontana. Woo! The newbie, I'm telling you, something about Fontana that just keeps you wanting more of her. Why? Because she brings that whole youth, young, and whatever. I don't care. Don't play with me. And she's just the first girl I have met who they told, I love you in 1 second. And she said, I love you too. And before we knew it, she was climbing upstairs. That's how crazy it is. But anyway, away from Fatana, we also had a newbie. We had Louis who came through. For those who remember, Big Brother. Yes, Louis also came through representing Namibia. And indeed, honestly, he tried. Season 2 for a bit. I was even wondering, why is he really there? Because for a bit, he had really nothing to put on the table. But then again, he brought in a little bit of, relationships and culture and religion into season 2, which is just quite amazing because honestly, the African culture sometimes doesn't like what we do. As I speak, it took my dad forever to actually love what I'm doing on radio and TV. So honestly, I know what Lewis is going through because for a bit it's like, oh, I took you to campus, oh, you got this degree, oh, you got this, so why would you be a radio, TV, and blah blah blah, making me feel like I was cleaning a toilet. So yeah, I love the way Lewis comes off with it. But then again, like honestly, so Lewis has not talked to his family for this long, like for real. Like, hey, I'm telling you, in Africa, you can disappear, but your family will always haunt you. Like they just can't leave you go. They just can't let you go. Of course, Bonang in there, and of course, everybody in the cast is just quite amazing. Honestly, I just love everybody in it. Diamond Platinum representing Tanzania. The Simba in him is a real Simba. Like he defines what it is to be a Simba, because you all know about Diamond Platinum. This guy has children everywhere. East Africa connection, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania. And well, we are putting our fingers crossed because we're thinking Fontana could be surprising us with a baby. You never know. But anyway, so everybody just coming off in this cast is just quite amazing. And well, their characters bring in everything. But then I just wonder why in season 2 we're having Rosette and Sebi, what's her name? Okay, the girl. Like, well, they look good. And of course Andile, honestly, yeah. I now see the dots and in it, honestly, how can a guy be out there, look amazing, have such a great career, and have such baggage of 2 girls, like 2 women, like all of them look fly, and they have children, and I'm telling you, it's just a lot of stress in it. But of course, I'm just looking at the entire young, famous and African, and I'll tell you one thing. It is an amazing reality show, but I would not really advise anybody to really dig deep to watch it. You know why? Because first and foremost, the title as it goes, young, famous, African. But then African, the cultures, all this is not really shown in it. For a bit, okay, season 2, give us a little glimpse of Zari's birthday party. And of course, we have everybody showing up, all these African outfits. But then again, where is the Africa in it? Honestly, in my view, what I would want in all this, I would really love the fact that our culture is shown to the world, because first and foremost, we are Netflix. So that means everybody's watching. So they would really want to see what Africa is like. But then it is not portrayed in this because, yeah, they're all about luxury. They're all about the famous. They're all about the money. They're all about blah, 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 name it. But then can we show the world what Africa is really like? I was pretty angry with the fact that every single bit, every single thing is recorded in South Africa. Like, this is just not good. This is just not right. Like, Africa is so beautiful, but why should we focus on South Africa? It's like we just flew everybody to South Africa and they're like, okay, you know what? This is the script. Let's follow it. Because there's no reality to it, honestly, there's no reality in this. And I don't even know why they're calling it a reality show. It should be more like just people showcasing a little 1 to 3 and more like scripted, because I want to see more to it. Oh, I forgot, actually, Bonang also gave us a little show in there in season 2. I was very happy because I love Bonang. Honestly, she's a big brand. She's big everywhere. So honestly, I wanted to see more of her, but then I saw a little bit of her arguing with Louis over something quite silly. I think there's more because honestly, a few evidences come through showing that indeed Bonang did show up in Namibia, and then but then as she was acting and showing all this weirdness, it's just quite funny, honestly, quite funny. But then there's one thing I'll tell you guys: Bonang always fly, always great, but I think the scripts that they were following, or I could say the way they edited and removed some of the things, because Zari came off and told us that apparently they missed out on a few things, because you all remember everybody was talking about Zari's fight with Fatana, and I could say Fatana is a fast girl who came off and really undressed Zari, the boss lady, because nobody has told us that Zari's broke the way Fatana did. And nobody has told us that, Zari is gluing on Diamond Platinum. And honestly, we kind of saw it in season 1, but I just thought, parenting, co-parenting, sometimes you just gotta glue. But then again, Fontana gives it to us that Zari is so glued, like literally overly Diamond Platinum. But then again, you get to realize that this Fontana girl has a lot going on in her life. I just didn't like the fact that she was calling Zari plastic, and then she's plastic too, because she has done surgery. All the body you're all looking at is everything surgery. Yeah, it's okay if you have all the money in the world. Of course, you can do anything with your body. But then again, okay, Fontana, really? You don't call people fake when you're fake? That's weird. But of course, in between there, I love the fact that Andile and Luis had this talk, and then indeed him opening up. Sometimes men have a lot of baggage. Men have a lot going on, but they're just scared of putting it out there. They're just scared of talking about it. So I'm really happy with the fact that Andile could be that guy that everybody should just focus and just get to know, because he makes life so easy. We saw how he brought out a different side of Iron, where Annie was literally giving us a little more defending Tuba bars always. But then again, honestly, Tuba, why would you do this to Annie? Like, she's trying to fight for you, but it's like you're not fighting for her or fighting for this marriage. Like, he made us believe everything we see posted on all his blogs, on all the socials, about him wanting every single girl, because in the conversation that he heard with Annie and Andy Lee and all that, you could really see, this guy was just showing how apparently when he's making love to his woman, he's making love with any of the girls, is having sex. What? Well, that's why the guy has so many different women with different kids, because he's thinking he's just having kids, he's forgetting one thing, that is leaving footprints. But anyway, he's quite lucky. He has Annie, who always has his back. So honestly, just looking at this entire thing, I'll tell you guys one thing. I just love the fact that everybody is coming off to just show the world how Africa is. But why do we have to record everything in hotels? Should you guys notice? If I were to give a view on how this could probably run, we need the lives of these people. The DJ, the footballer, the DJ and the girlfriend footballer. We need to see everything about their lifestyles. Like, how is it like? Can we go to a club and see, naked DJ? Actually, if remember, there's another cast, Nadia. Now, seeing Nadia as a great superstar, and then we are seeing them acting in an empty club. Honestly, I needed to see Nadia perform. Yeah. And well, Fontana, she's also a great superstar. I need to see her perform. How is her life, man? Away from everything. Okay, they gave us a little tiny studio session of her and Diamond Platinum. But can we go to Tanzania? Can we see what Diamond does in Tanzania? That guy is a big deal, honestly. The entire Tanzania bows down to him. Can we see that live? Now, Zari the boss lady, honestly, guys, yeah? Can we just look into how it is like, to be in her shoes, her home, her children, how they're balancing all this back and forth. And while she was saying she has a man, we didn't see this man. But apparently, Fontana says he's a schoolboy. But when I look to the source, it's called Shakib. Oh, yeah, yeah. It looks like a schoolboy though. But anyway, away from that, I just think that there's just so much that needs to be done on this entire reality to make it look like reality. But this entire thing just looks scripted. And well, in between there's something you need to know. As everybody was up and about, trying to show us how they're going by their day. I would really want to see how Bonang is in studio, you know? Those are the things we want to see. And that's what defines reality, yeah? But then the stupid fights. Oh, I forgot Swanky. Swanky, the designer. This guy has literally dressed the entire world. Icons in it between. Can we really see his process? Can you see how it is like for him to make this happen? We also didn't see that. And that's why I'm telling you guys, reality was not reality. And while in between there, I could say Swanky with this whole entire drama with Louis, who kind of didn't come off like well because it should have made the drama look so real. But then eggs became eggs and then eggs and then oh, anyway, I love the fact that Kanye was trying to be up and about, trying to be there for Louis, and I was actually a bit putting fingers crossed because I'm like, ooh, looks like Kanye may literally probably get Louis to her side because you all know Kanye and these young boys, you know, she dates young boys, so honestly. But I think everybody should have showed us just so much in this entire thing, but we just didn't see everything. And honestly, I think if they're planning for season 3, can we just see a whole better Africa in it? Can we just see a better culture, traditions? Can we just see, instead of talking, chit-chatting about it, and then just remove some weird people. Now, honestly, why would we look at Rosette's life? But anyway, there's one thing you need to know. Probably there's more to it and there's more for them to show. But there's one thing I'll tell you. Young, famous, and African needs to give us exactly what the title and the name is. But then again, we get a supporter on Africa. I'm loving the fact that there's a representment of anything in it, but I'm just hoping it's not going to turn out like Big Brother, because honestly, everything cannot be shot in one particular place, South Africa. Can we move all over Africa? That'll be so beautiful. And well, not only that, I think let them just show us a little bit of themselves than this whole scripted characters, actresses. I could say they're very good actors because... Anyway, guys, it is out. It's on Netflix. Let's go ahead, check it out. Let's go support. Our stars have tried their best. And well, as always, the name is Corey. So keep it locked right here on the channel. Subscribe so that you don't miss out on any quick reviews. But for me to you, have a lovely one and out.